Peace, love, and light, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you don't know how this works, it is a general love reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable, so you should place yourself and everybody in your story where they belong, because only you know, okay? You guys, for whoever this is for, you're about to come into union with someone who came to stay. Someone who is not going to play about you or about your heart. This person is coming to show you why it didn't work with everyone or anyone else. You guys, in the pre-shuffle, you pulled your mind, your body, and your soul. And when I see this card, even her in the yoga position, some of you may be like yoga practitioners. I dabble in yoga because it makes me feel good. I am in no way, shape, or form an expert, honey. Like, it hurts. Your girl be stiff. But yoga, the word yoga itself means union. And so when I see that, I feel like Spirit is saying that with you finally coming into union with yourself, finally loving on yourself, aligning with your highest self, giving yourself the love, the nurturing, the kindness, the compassion, the gentleness that you want someone else to give you, you giving that to yourself first, you are attracting in your divine counterpart. For many of you, I feel like the collective right now is experiencing, those of you who are tapped in and turned on, let me say that, okay? Those of the chosen ones who are in alignment, who are awakened and doing the work and have been doing the work to continue to evolve and to continue to raise your vibration. For those of you who have been doing that, I feel like you are in a stage where you really are starting to see your beauty. Like, you look in the mirror and you might feel like you see somebody else, but like you see yourself only authentically. Like, if you were somebody who like was constantly nitpicking at yourself, you know, like some of you may have experienced like body dysmorphia, or just with society having such high standards and such unrealistic expectations of images and what we look like, specifically women, right? How beauty is defined, right? We are told that we need to stay young. Okay, so many of us go out, you know, and get the Botox. I'm guilty as charged of doing it. I haven't been in over a year. I may go again. The point is that you're starting to feel like, with all those pressures, you're finally in a place where you're starting to feel like you don't need any of those things. Like, you're recognizing your own beauty, and that's because you're doing the work on the inside. You're recognizing that you've been brilliant, you've been a star, you've been beautiful, and it is beauty that's coming from your spirit. Everything that so many other people, everyone else may have seen, even though they may have not pointed it out to you, like, because unfortunately, that's the world that we're living in, right? People who are unhappy with themselves find it very hard to compliment someone else, specifically women, which I hate, by the way. Like, I just don't get it. The other day, a woman complimented me while I was in TJ Maxx. She complimented me on my outfit, and I was like, girl, you made my whole weekend. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, like a compliment from one woman to another woman for me means so much more than a man. And no shade to my, you know, to my masculines out there, but you know, it just means a lot, because I know how hard it is for other women to like recognize the beauty in another woman. And so I feel like that beauty that you have, that other people have seen and may not have, you know, really like given you your flowers or pointed out, like, you're starting to see that yourself. You're starting to recognize like, oh wow, I'm beautiful. And that is not, and you're starting to change. Actually, it's like, it really is a thing, as aging backwards. Some of you are older now, and obviously not some of you are older now. Even with age, I feel like many of you are starting to see, like, yo, I look better than I did 5 years ago. And that's because you have done the work. You are treating your body, your mind, your spirit with kindness. You are consciously living and consciously choosing things that are healthy for you. And so that is starting to vibrate out to the point where, like, you can see it. Like, you can see it. And if you were somebody who's been, humble your whole life, as like, now you finding that little pep in your step, and don't feel bad about it, because you can still be humble and be confident. Okay, two things can be true at the same time. Like, I'm humble, but let's be clear. Like, I know my worth. I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm the ish. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're starting to step into that. And because of that collective, okay, male or female, because if you a guy that's watching this is for you too. Okay, a lot, we forget that men struggle with this, right? Men have insecurities as well. Okay, so even with you, you're starting to make, to my men, you're starting to make conscious choices, not just with food and fitness and what you consume in your mind, but selective with partners. Okay, and this goes to the collective, to all, regardless of male or female. You're becoming selective of people and partners. A lot of you have made the decision to be celibate, right? To not engage with anybody else, to hold yourself out. Don't just be out there mingling and smashing every old body, because we know that sex is one of the highest energetic exchanges that you can take part in. Okay, you're literally becoming one with someone else, and so you're taking some of this person. So I feel like, collective, you're being mindful, and you've been doing this. Like, you have limited that, or stopped that altogether, right? Like, you're not engaging in anything that is going to how can I say it, interfere or interrupt with your progress. You're not engaging in things that are going to lower your vibration, and that includes partners. Some of you are finally like, you know what, I'm not even dating. I'm gonna do what I do, not even wait. I'm gonna do what I do, stay focused on me. And if somebody comes along, then so be it. And that brings me to this. Someone is coming in. For those of you who are resonating with this message, you are calling in a divine counterpart. And this is somebody who is going to really show you love in a way that might make you uncomfortable. Because from what I'm picking up, I don't think you've experienced love like this before. And this is not just, I'm not just talking about, like, the romantic, the butterflies and stuff like that. No, I'm talking about somebody who's actually going to show up for you, who's going to speak all of your and the love languages. They are going to speak all of your love languages. And I feel like that might put you in a state of, like, anxiety, anxiousness, where you might experience old like feelings coming up, like the insecurities start to creep in. Those things, for those of you who experience that, may cause you to question whether or not, like, this is real. Because I feel like this person is going to be so good to you. Okay, we pulled the Three of Pentacles here, which is somebody who wants to work with you. Like, this person is going to want to do things with you. If you've never experienced in a relationship somebody wanting to do things like, I don't know, go zip lining with you, or basic shit like go to the supermarket with you, go do laundry with you, this person is going to want to do all of the things with you. And also, like, shower you. I feel like this person might be, like, very much a gift giver. Like, once they care about you and once they see you, because I feel like this person is going to see you for you, meaning see your heart, that beauty that you are now starting to see within yourself. This person, some of you, this person is already watching you. Some of you, this person is already, like, you're in their awareness, even if you aren't aware of it. Although I feel like the collective can feel like this energy that's approaching. Okay, But this person, you're already like on this person's radar, even if they may have held back for a little while. For some of you, I feel like this is somebody that you could be either friends with already, or have like some sort of exchange, whether that be like a colleague at work, where you're like, you know, you've spoken to this person but you haven't been intimate. For many of you, I feel like this relationship is still, this connection is very innocent. If you do know this person, even if you're not aware, okay, if you know this person already, if they're already in your energy, this is a connection that's just been like friendly, you know, just, you know, friendly talk. There hasn't been any like sexual intercourse here. Like I'm not seeing that at all. I do feel like though, once you guys come into each other's like space and actually connect in the physical, in the 3D, I feel like there are gonna be like fireworks. Like you're gonna feel that passion, but I feel like you're gonna find that in all of like the little things, because I feel like this connection is gonna start out to be one just like not as in like friendly, like I want to be a friend, because I feel like there's attraction there. There's going to be attraction there. You're going to be attracted to them. They are going to be attracted to you. But I feel like it's going to be more so peaceful. I don't want to say easy, but I mean like it's just gonna flow, where it's gonna be like, yeah, you know, we could kick it, and in kicking it and getting to know each other, and in those like little minute things, those little basic things that you do on the day to day, I feel like that is what is going to like this is gonna build, okay? And I feel like you guys are gonna really find yourselves like experiencing that passion. But this person is gonna come in, and once that person like feels that from you and really like sees like, hold up, like this person is different, like I see the beauty in this person's spirit, in their soul, like they'll feel that. I feel like this person is like a gift giver. Like their love language is showing, is like what is it, what's the love language when you like give gifts? So they're a giver. Okay, but I feel like they're a giver, and so are you. I feel like this connection is going to feel very balanced. Like all of the things that you've done for other people in other connections and other relationships, like this person is going to come and do for you, but it is going to be reciprocal. Like this is just going to be an even exchange. I feel like this person might want to shower you with gifts. Like this person is going to want to show you off. Like this person is going to be open about, yo, like come with me here, like my friend is having a party. Even if you guys haven't gotten to the stage where you're calling each other like girlfriend, boyfriend, I feel like the connection is going to be so authentic, so genuine, that this person is going to want to bring you around. Okay, some of you, for some of you, if this is somebody who you came into your awareness and like say you started something with them and then like it just took a pause, like nothing, it didn't move anywhere, I feel like that's about to change. Like that's coming back around, and that relationship is about to change. Where with the King of Wands here, this person comes in and is like, all right, now I'm ready to take action, now I'm ready to do what it do, because I just feel like this is the time. With Judgment at the bottom of the deck here, I feel like, yes, it's like for some of you that's the case, where this is somebody who has already been in your awareness, and this is like the second chance. And I feel like you may have had work to do, or they had work to do. With so many pentacles here, this person could have just been very focused on work and didn't have the time. Just wasn't in the space to pursue anything. That could be you, collective. Place yourself where you see fit. But I feel like that's about to change, because I feel like the situation with the Lovers card here, like this person is making a choice now to come toward you. I feel like the universe is like, this is divinely orchestrated, is what I want to say. So yeah, there's a second chance here. There's a chance of renewal for whatever this connection here is. With the World, I feel like both of you have been in situations where you have both been single, with the Nine of Pentacles here for a while, as well as the King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands is usually single. Um, and I feel like each of you have gone through your fair share of like disappointment when it comes to love. And I feel like you guys have also been spending a lot of time loving on yourself, okay? And just like being in your own energy, focused on your own, things, your own careers, your own passions, your own bags. And I feel like now it's almost like you guys, you're calling out to each other. Like, when you're talking about divine counterparts, you send that signal out. When you're ready, you vibrate that, right? The woman, that person in the feminine energy. So place yourself where you see fit, right? If you are the one that's in the feminine energy, then you are sending out that signal to that divine counterpart, okay? And usually it's the man, right, who comes in, and I feel like he's coming to get you, babe. Okay? And if you are the masculine that's watching, then I feel like you are starting to feel yourself in that energy. All right, it's go time. Like, it's time for me to step in. It's time for me to do something to connect with this person. I feel like you're finally in the space where you're making the decision to move toward this person because you can feel something different about them, okay? The Six of Pentacles, like, you can feel that this person is balanced in their spirit, in their energy, and in their life. I feel like, whoever this, like, you can feel that the person is just good on their own. Like, you're not walking into a situation where someone is going to be like codependent, or like is either going to be like super hyper independent. I feel like each of you are coming into this very, very balanced. And I feel like you have both been waiting on, the opportunity to connect with your counterparts, with your divine counterparts. So I feel like you're calling that in. With the World card here, yeah, you're closing out a cycle where like things were imbalanced in love for you. And with this person being so good to you and you feeling so much for this person, and it could be like a very new connection, I do feel like that might make you a little bit nervous, and it might make you pull back a little bit. Okay, so for those of you who experience that, that's for you to do the work. Okay, this person is not you can't blame somebody else for the past, right? So this is something that when those feelings come up, it's your job to sit with them and process them and ask yourself, what is this trying to show me about me? Because remember, we really don't know where we are on that journey of healing when it comes to like healing from past traumas due to relationships and infidelities and all that jazz. You don't know until you come into a healthy relationship, right? It reminds me of that quote, like, you don't know, what's the quote? I'm gonna jack it up right now. You don't realize how, I don't want to say that. Just, you don't realize how much, you weren't love until somebody comes along to try to love you, right. And you also, so you're not going to be triggered until you're not going to really, really be triggered, sorry, until somebody comes along to show you, right? Because our divine counterparts, we're mirrors, we're mirroring each other, right? So we show each other the parts of ourselves that need to be revealed to us. So I feel like that's going to happen to many of you in this connection. It's like this person is going to come along, and yes, they're going to show you so much love, but also there are going to be moments, there are going to be times where you're going to be confronted with certain shadows, and those are meant to help you evolve. It doesn't mean that this person is not for you. It doesn't mean that this thing is not for you. It's meant to come up so that you can address it, okay? So that you can address the things that are still lingering there, okay? Because I feel like, yeah, there's still some remnants there, and I feel like you are walking into a new cycle in your life, and so that's going to come up so that you can release those things, because you're not repeating patterns. Spirit is saying you have to get into a space where you are preparing yourself, right, to work through those things, whether it be like developing rituals or certain things that you have to, certain practices that you need to implement to have as those outlets, right, to help you process those things that come up. Because I feel like real love is definitely like, this is something that is coming, like real love. It's the real thing, right? Someone who came to stay. And also, I feel like don't be afraid to communicate your needs and communicate where you are, because the person that is meant for you, the person, when you encounter that person, you know, when you are in a connection, being honest about your needs and who you are, that's not going to scare somebody away. It's only going to deter somebody who is not for you, who has either ulterior motives or is just not for you. And that's that. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means like that's not the person for you. And so I feel like, you know, for those of you who are for the feminine energy that is watching, right? Allow that person to show you, to lead. Don't try to take the lead. Don't try to, you know, do the most. No, express your interest, reciprocate that, but let them show you who they are. Tell them, you know, what it is that you need in a relationship. Communicate your needs, communicate honestly, even if it makes you scared that you might you know, turn them off. Okay, because remember, that was meant for you is never going to pass you by. Okay, because I feel like yeah, tell them your needs. Don't be afraid to speak, you know, about what you want, about what your expectations are, about, you know, what your intentions are. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because this is going to give you the opportunity to see who they truly are. They will show you with their actions. Okay, if this is the person that I'm, you know, whose energy I'm tapping into. Okay, so be honest. And I feel like yeah, don't hold back your feelings, don't hold back, you know, your truths, and be mindful that you have overcome that space where you were making the same mistake over and over again, because you're making different decisions, you know better, so you're doing better. So I feel like that's what's shifting everything. But I feel like some of you may find yourselves, you know, just feeling anxiousness about anxiety about this offer. The page, I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, something's slow and steady. Okay, so take your time. You don't have to rush anything. You know, allow this connection to unfold naturally. The Four of Swords is crossing this, so I feel like this is going to be like one of your challenges, right? Which is like when those things come up, facing those things so that you can address them. Because again, yes, you've healed, we all heal, and then we encounter a real relationship. And it is in those relationships when we are most challenged, because relationships, real, authentic, divine connections, whether in friendship or in love, are meant to challenge us, to trigger us, to help us evolve. Okay, so because you're stepping into this new cycle in your life, like the universe is going to challenge you, like put your money where your mouth is. Let's see where you are. But the Six of Wands says, yeah, there's recognition here, like this person is going to see your value, but you got to see the value in yourself. And I feel like that's the energy that we're in, is that you are seeing, you know, your value and like what you bring to the table. Like, shit, I'm the whole table and the 6 chairs. Okay, so I feel like also you could be dealing with someone who is in the public eye, or just somebody who gets a lot of attention, because the King of Wands is somebody who's attractive or just gets a lot of attention. Again, place yourself where you see fit. This is regardless of gender. So if you're a man watching, this could be you. If you're a woman watching, this could be you, you know, vice versa. You know, but this is someone, the energy that I'm picking up is someone who gets a lot of attention. Okay, they're very attractive, they're very charismatic. They could be somebody who is an entrepreneur, somebody who's very successful. Okay, just gets a lot of attention, because the Six of Wands is like someone who gets the attention of the crowd. Okay, but I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, this person gets a lot of attention, but all they see is you, because your energy is what's speaking to them. Like they want to know more, they want to be in your energy because you make them feel good. It's like, I feel like they can sense like that authenticity and that innocent like part of you. Okay, for others of you, yeah, this could be this relationship. Even though I see the Knight of Pentacles here, I do feel like with you could feel like like, is this too good to be true? Okay, because I feel like for a few of you, you could find that this starts to unfold very quickly, especially like if it had already been on the delay. We're gonna yeah, I feel like these are fears. The devil came out. I feel like these are your own fears, so don't allow your fears to hold you back. Okay, because you are not there. This is not the person that you dealt with before. Okay, so I feel like some of you are going to be triggered and are really going to have, to sit with those fears and sit with those shadows, because this person is here to offer a solid commitment. Like, this person is, not going to play games about you. And I feel like you're going to find yourself questioning whether or not, like, this is like, is this too good to be true? Because this person is gonna be like, yo, this is like, I'm in this. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you might meet this person at work, or you could experience times where this person might be a very busy person. Like, a lot of people uh, uh, like, need this person. Like, I just feel like this person helps a lot of people or gives a lot of themselves, again, might be very successful. When you're talking about entrepreneurs, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, when you're talking about entrepreneurs, the King of Wands is also an entrepreneur. Like, this is a person who is passionate, who is, someone who pursues their goals and their dreams. And so I feel like this is somebody who is, like, their attention is being drawn in many different directions. And it could be that in the connection, you speak to them, you feel it, everything is going good, like, this person is doing all of the things. And then there might be moments where this person is just so busy that they may not have, like, time to call you, or, or FaceTime with you. And it could be that they just send a little text like, hey, thinking of you, or something like that. But, they're so busy that they have because they're focused on work or on their career or whatever it is, that in those moments you might experience like those negative thoughts creeping in, the things that are still lingering. Yeah, again, with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But this person is, for some of you, yeah, this might be somebody who is just like really popular. It could be like somebody on social media, popularity. It could just be that they are very successful in their job, and a lot is demanded from them. Okay, and so I feel like, no, like, this person is not playing about you, is not toying with your feelings or your emotions. This person, is present for you, is here to stay. But I feel like you're gonna be in your head. Like, don't let those moments where this person is, doing what they gotta do, yeah, put you in that sense of, oh, I feel rejected. I feel like this person might be ghosting me. Those are your own fears, and that stems from things that are coming up that you have to address. Because this person, I feel like, is not a bad person. They're just, with so many pentacles, like, they're about their money. They're about, like, their success and stuff like that. The Nine of Cups, yeah, remember also that too much in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. So I feel like this could be, maybe, again, overthinking it, feeling like this person is just not being honest, or somebody who's like self-centered or self-absorbed. Like, don't let those little moments of like, oh, now this person is not reaching out to me no more, like, just wanting too much. Okay, so you don't want to do that, right? We are not codependent here, so be mindful of those things that come up, right? The Four of Pentacles says, ground yourself, remain centered, remain in alignment, so that you're able to peep things when they come up, right? Like, nah, this person, this is not that, basically. Okay, anything else to close out, Spirit, here for the collective? Wow, this has been a long one. Oh, okay. Wow, we got two kings that popped out. We got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this tells me that this person might appear like they are not the Hierophant. Like, they're not super emotional, but it's because they are, it's not that they're disconnected from their feelings. I feel like they are just a very logical person. And again, they have so much like of their mind and attention is required for them, for their job or their career, whatever it is that they're doing, that it might feel like that to you. We got 3 kings here. Yeah. So, and all of the kings that's funny, all of the kings that we got, and we didn't get the King of Cups. Huh. So yeah, I feel like this person, again, like their love language might be, acts of what is it? I keep forgetting. Like, acts, gift giving and that stuff. And so you might experience that more than anything, because again, I feel like they really are being called and stretched in, a bunch of different directions. But the Hierophant says, and this might be, the Hierophant is also like a guru, somebody who people seek their advice, and is a teacher. They might be a teacher, they might be somebody, who goes around, like showing things, or, just a mentor of some sort. And so, yeah, their attention is being pulled in many different directions. Yeah. Clarify these kings here. Let's clarify, because I don't want to close out like that. What is the King of Swords? The King of Cups fell out. Okay. Okay, so this person may have been like, just a little detached from their emotions. I feel like because of what they've been through. You got 4 kings on here. Some of you might have a bunch, like more than one, like, offer. Some of you might have more than one suitor, like several, and that's what happens, right? When you raise your vibration, when you start to notice your own beauty, when you start to notice and recognize your own worth and your own value, yeah, you just attract many different people. But what I'm getting right now with the 4 kings, when you sum up all 4 kings, you get an emperor. So this person is really successful, is really balanced, and is really someone who is solid. Okay. And the emperor is that, right? It has a lot of people depending on him or her. I'm gonna stop. What a way to end this reading. You might be dealing with an Aries. You might be an Aries. I can't make this shit up. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. All 4 kings came out. I cannot, hold up. This is crazy. All 4 kings. This is dope. I'm sorry. Look, this person didn't come to play. Look, this person didn't come to play. I'm gonna stop right here. Oh, okay. The Emperor comes in. Look, this is gonna start. Some of you might just be experiencing like some talking with this person. All right, just this person might be younger than you, just talking stages, but they're ready to give you their cup of, like, they're ready. They want what you want. They want the relationship. They want to settle down. They're going to feel it. And even if they've been disconnected from their emotions because of work, because of so much going on, I feel like you're going to awaken this person to what it feels like to be really loved, really be in a connection that's nurturing, that's giving, that's balanced. Because I feel like this person hasn't experienced that in a long time. I feel like a lot of people may have used this person for money, or this person may have felt like they were just used, like whether it be like their knowledge, like people just come to them whenever they need something. And it's like you're stepping into this situation and you don't need anything from this person. You choose and would like to explore, a romantic partnership. You enjoy their energy, but you don't need anything from them. And I feel like that is what is attracting them to you, and that is what is attracting you to them, where it's just kind of like you don't need anything. Like, all I got is love. All I got is love. Come get some of this good, okay? Emperor, stop it. This was so dope. This person is coming in to commit. This person has already created the life that they dream of. Like, I feel like with the Emperor, like, this person has everything that they want, and they're starting to realize that the one thing that they may be lacking or missing right now is love, is a partnership, is somebody to, like, celebrate and to share this life with. And I feel like they are headed towards you. You guys, I'm claiming this reading. I love this. You don't even understand. Like the 10 of Cups, that's everything. We saw the Hierophant, like that's commitment. You know, that's like, I'm here to stay. All right. They're rushing in. They're rushing. Look, Queen of Wands. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. somebody, somebody found their person. Four of Wands. Like, do I hear wedding bells? Queen of Wands, like you guys match each other's fly. Like your spirit matches them. And I feel like they're coming to, like they're starting to awaken to this connection. Like they're realizing it. The Star card may be dealing with an Aquarius. You might be an Aquarius. These are significant signs for me. Libra, or just an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Strong Aries energy here. Okay. You guys, this is somebody who is like ready, like, all right, I'm about to let you in on mine, because I also feel like this person might be guarded because they're so, they've been so successful in whatever area of their life. They're guarded, like they guard their space, they guard their stuff. I don't feel like this person is materialistic. I just feel like they have been blessed. They are very successful, and they are somebody who is extremely abundant. And so because of that, I feel like they find this, it's like they have been vetting you. Like, let me see like where this person's head is. Let me see where their heart is, more importantly, right? And I feel like if this is you, place yourself where you see fit. If this is you, you've been vetting this person and you feel like, let me see what you really about. And I feel like that you can feel that. Like, this is beautiful. I am going to claim that because, baby, a wish is being granted. You are moving away, collective, from the times where you didn't experience genuine love. And if you've asked yourself, when is my time going to come? How come I haven't experienced like the family, the commitment? I feel like that's coming in for you right now. You have been loving on yourself and genuinely doing it, not doing it like you have so many other times, right? Pushing down the feelings and the shadows and moving along, still doing all of the things to distract you from yourself and sitting with yourself. Collective, I feel like you have done that. You are doing that, and in doing so, you have manifested your divine counterpart, and you are calling them in, baby, and they are hearing and listening and being guided and taking inspired action by the call. I hope this resonated with you, collective. If it did, please tell me how in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the reading, please give me a like, thumbs up. It does help the channel. Hopefully you consider subscribing. I love you all so much. Sending you loads of peace, love, and light. Love you guys.